This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Milan have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Milan cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. And that's a throw-in. Ferran Torres. Great work on the overlap. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, smashing header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Bale. Haaland. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rabiot. Now it's Griezmann. Rabiot hurtling down that right flank. Saliba for Olise. Howson. Caicedo. And it's Bale. Great vision. Now that's well seen too. And here's Haaland. And he's in on goal. Kaká! Goal! Milan! Could it be coming? Is it coming? Those fans believe it just might be. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Rafinha, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Haaland. Camavinga concedes a free kick for that. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Played into space. Rafinha in acres of space out wide. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, nice touch. And he's whipped it across. And it's Rabiot. Camavinga. Can he get on the end of this? Merino. He's got away. Olise is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Olise. Here's Haaland. Tries to pass it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Griezmann. Rafinha. Haaland. Kaka looking to add to his goal. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo. Howson. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold. Bale.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now Kaká. Haaland. He's had a shot! Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Ferran Torres. Merino. Rafinha. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres gets flagged offside. And it's Bale. Rafinha. He's had it taken off him. Bale. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe! He scores! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's a pretty loose pass. To Turns back here, probably the best option. Rafinha. Kamavinga. And he was quick to react. Merino. And it's half-time here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. So off we go once more. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres picks it up out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Caicedo gets it away. Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Roberto Carlos, and it's Kaka. Griezmann, can he spark a counter here? Yeah, he's fouled him there. And it's Rabiot, he steps in, and that's the end of that. He's in a good position here, and that should get the job done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's on it, can he get away? Swings it across.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Alexander-Arnold. Griezmann. Early stages of the second half, and still two between them. Now it's Griezmann, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bale is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Kaka going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that was vital. And that has been clubbed away. Rafinha. Kaka does really well there, he is strong. Olise, played into space, neatly clipped into space, and he's managed to get free. It's a good look, he rises! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Mbappe. Kaká. He's having a go. He's got away with one there.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Rangers choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Rangers disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now it's Kaka. Can he get it through? Bale. Chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
A case now of complete control. Balde. Just about up to 75 minutes. Howson is the team's great visionary. Alexander-Arnold. Bale. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Haaland. Mignon claims comfortably. Badaxi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now Foden. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ferran Torres. Kaka conjures time and space where few can. So it looks now very much a done deal, just waiting to seal it.
Well, it's pretty clear which team is on the way up. What a performance when we've seen so many teams just crumble in similar situations.
Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Bale. Olise. And here's Haaland. A decent chance! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
And that has been cleared. Rangers are looking to go forward now. Hazard.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Oh, sweet feet. He has found the way through. Up he goes! Harmlessly behind.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8. minuto.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now it's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. Now it's Mbappe. And there goes the final whistle. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, I think this has to be one of the sternest tests they have faced as a team.
Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all, he only needs to get it right once.
According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So off we go then. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Great chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. McTominay. And here's Haaland. Bale. That's the keeper's ball. Yamal. And it's Neymar. Oh, good read. Now it's Haaland. Kaká. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Mbappe! Terrific header! No, not the best of headers. Goulet. McTominay. Now it's Inzaghi. And it's Neymar. That is good strength. Jordi Alba made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Caicedo. Bale. Shifted it to the flank. It's a promising position. He is just caressing the ball. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Ferran Torres. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Roberto Carlos. Haaland gets into some space. Neymar. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Guardiola did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Jordi Alba. Ferran Torres looking to get on the end of this. Neymar. And here's Inzaghi. He's in space and looking for options. And that's been drilled in. Howson gets good distance on it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Kaká. And here's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Haaland. Done delicately. Been shipped out wide. Neymar and Hakimi. Olise is always looking to play quality balls. Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold. Olise. Nicely weighted ball. Haaland.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Hakimi. And this is Inzaghi. Little pass back. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to them.
And he's had a hit! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Caicedo. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Quality ball. Olise, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Yamal, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Saliba, and it's Caicedo. Nice sequence of passes this. Chips it. It's a mighty effort! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Neymar. No, it's Inzaghi. Laid out to the left flank. He's a sharp little ball here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Milan may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And the shot! He's scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Caicedo. Milan looking to pass their way through. Bale is having a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Goulet tidy with his distribution. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Alexander-Arnold. Now Saliba. Elise. Alexander-Arnold.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Alexander-Arnold. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's taking no chances there. And it's Roberto Carlos. Kaká could try cutting inside here. Oh, what a climb! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Goulet. Oh, good spread. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And he's opted for the long pass.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That's a... Mbappe!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
And here's Inzaghi. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Alexander-Arnold. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. Chance for a shot! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Caicedo. Elise. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Ferran Torres. And it's McTominay. Now it's Inzaghi. Ferran Torres. Roberto Carlos, a player who needs no introduction. Into the last quarter of an hour. Haaland receives it in a good position here. McTominay.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Caicedo. Elise. Milan finding their passes. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe touches it back. Hakimi. Neymar. Yamal tries making a foray down the right. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking to play him in. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Busquets. It's a good ball out wide. Smoothly does it. Hakimi finds himself offside. Vermeer. And it's McTominay. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, such a clever touch. Caresses it through. And he's there to clear it. Oh, that's well spotted. Hakimi. Oh, it's come loose. Elise. Now it's Kaka. Now it's Haaland. And here's Kaka. So that's it. It is all over. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The national anthem of Argentina rings out.
La formazione del Milan.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international.
Chance for a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Serginho, Akanji, and it's Neymar, and it's Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? Messi gets flagged offside. Olise has a look and plays it forward. Looking for a corner. Cleared away. Caicedo's cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he's gone backward here. Real chance! Milan given another corner. That has been knocked clear. Drives it in. Here's the header! And that's caused a worry or two. Hakimi. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Haaland gets a foot in here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Kaká, foot in. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Haaland. Fofana.
Hakimi.
Fofana. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Roberto Carlos. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Mbappe. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Deep cross. Big header! They want to be quick to recover this. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Kaka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Law.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Elise. And it's Kaka. Looking to play him in. Bale! 15 minutes till half-time. Pedri. Law. And it's Pedri. Serginho. And this is Messi. And he's being shifted off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shoots! He's hit it first time.
Haaland really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
Defending of the desperate variety. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Pedri. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Caught offside that time. Olise. And Caicedo. And the return pass. And here's Bale. It's Bale! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Up he goes! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Argentina are looking to go forward now. And it's Serginho. Can he latch on to this? Law receives it in a wide position. Oh, nice touch. Fired deep towards the back post. And he gets rid in a hurry. We are into stoppage time. Olise. Mbappe! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. is the half-time whistle. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Well, after 45 minutes it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And the second half gets underway.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And that was very necessary. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Caicedo. Olise. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe picks it up out wide. He has a look up. Olise! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Bruno Fernandes. Neymar. And it's Pedri. And it's Fofana. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's made its way to him. Olise. Played into space. This looks... And the shot! It's run... Oh, what has happened here? Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Olise. And another try! Sticks it away! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Mbappe simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And this is Bale. Hakimi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Messi. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi. A lovely bit of skill. Kaká wins the duel this time. Now can he find a finish? Crosses it in here. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Argentina really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Strokes it back. He's looking wide. Pulls it back. Oh, smashing header! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And this is Bale. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes.
Gol per il Milan. Ha segnato al 76esimo
Perfect placement,
minuto.
the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Pass is just off target. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done...
It's Bale! In for the pieces! They've done it! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Alexander-Arnold gets it clear. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Haaland! Hakimi. 5 minutes left on the clock. Olise tries to pass it through. That is a great pick out. Can he finish? And he steered it beyond the post.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Lasciano il campo per il
Fofana.
numero 11. Il numero 19.
With Luis Alberto.
Cambio di giocatori.
Serginho.
Il quarto uomo indica
Saliba.
4 minuti di recupero.
Merino. Bale. Rivaldo, very much a man of this moment. And here's Mbappe. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Olise, big chance! He's put it wide.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9.
So, time
Viene
for changes
sostituito con il
on both sides,
numero
actually.
13. Attenzione, un cambio.
Hakimi. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
La formazione del
Kaká
Milan.
making his
Il numero
100th
2.
appearance here today, of
Roberto
course.
Carlos.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
There's the whistle. And here's Haaland, foot in. And they can counter here. Vitinha. Vitinha with the cross. Howson gets it away. Bale.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now the ball in. He's had a shot! Goal! Sporting! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Settimo minuto, numero 9.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Engages and forces him off the ball. Howson. Olise. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's been played through. Oh, well played. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's been taken short. Showing good feet. De Bruyne. He slings. He gets big. Really well taken goal. Again in a trice. And they are soaring. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
Kaká! Cleared away. It's Roberto Carlos! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Jimenez.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Camavinga. Tries to pass it through. In again. Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind. Mbappe! Oh, that's neat. Can he finish? Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Sporting find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look...
Big chance! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's very neat. Backward it goes. And he's had a hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vitinha gets it away. Vitinha, Cristiano Ronaldo. That ball looks a good one. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Olise. Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And it's Kaka. And here's Haaland. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Bale. Clipped into space. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Pressure coming in from all directions.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mbappe!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Camavinga. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he skips past his man. The ball has bounced loose now. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mbappe. And here's Azar. Vitinha. Now it's Azar. Mbappe. Haaland. Oh, good-looking ball. That has been cut short. And the first half is done. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. And we're underway again. Milan didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Looking for options for movement. Plenty to aim at here. Alexander-Arnold. Here's Roberto Carlos. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Spread out to the left. And it's Vitinha, and he cuts out the supply. Can he get it through? Mbappe gets into a good position. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Ronaldo. And here's Mbappe. Great vision. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Bale. Mbappe. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the right. Looking to go deep. Oh, what a climb! It's bounced back off the post. Nicely aimed pass. Vitinha. Nice looking ball. And this is Ronaldo. And a chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Punched away, and now a sudden chance to counter. Kaka. And Alexander-Arnold, and it's with the keeper. Saliba. Caicedo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Vicious ball here. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Kaka. Mbappe. Great ball, and he's... Chance, surely! They've scored! They're back within reach! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Ha segnato al 75esimo minuto, numero 10.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So is this the start of a comeback? Into the last quarter of an hour. Over to the left. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. And here's Messi, and it's played in. Kaka. And it's Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold. And Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Mbappe. And he's been shifted off it. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And here's Bale. Good ball, good take. Bale. That's the keeper's ball. Roberto Carlos. Just 5 minutes left. And it's Bale. Steaming on goalwards. Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Valverde. Messi. Tries to play it through.
Ci sarà un
Kaka.
minuto di recupero.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And that is as far as it goes. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
So off we go then. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are...
He's having a shot! Goal, Milan! And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. Haaland at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So, a breakthrough already. Messi could try cutting inside here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that's neat. Oh, this looks sharp. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bruno Fernandes. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Crosses it in. Cleared without hesitation. Can he spark a counter here? Pass is just off target. Bremer. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Messi. Kaka can so cleverly bypass the press. Haaland in acres of space out wide. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Chance for a shot! No mistake! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Messi has it in a wide position. Roberto Carlos can get it clear. Played out wide. Kaka, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Kaka. Now it's Haaland. Olise. Decent chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! That's going to go a long way. Olise. Looking to play him in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Olise, played with finesse. Jordi Alba. Now it's Neymar. Flamengo couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Mbappe going full steam down the flank. And this is... Can he finish? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Neymar. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Bale. It's come to nothing. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. De Jong. Pavard. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Kaká, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Bale. That has been slung wide. Over to the left. Rabiot does well to get it back. Rabiot did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the whistle goes for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. Here we go again. Kaká. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. Now this chance! It's bounced back off the post. Rabiot. De Jong. Nicely spread. Oh, that's a key interception. And he's managed to get free. Chance, surely! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan find a position of real strength now. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? Wriggles his way through. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Sends it crossfield.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And he's picked it up out wide. Neymar. Hits a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. Olise. Caicedo. Now Saliba. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. So we've reached the hour mark. Kaká. Kaká going face to face with his great rival. That has not gone well. Jordi Alba. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Muller. Shifted it to the flank. What a throw in. Olise. Saliba. Bale. Kaká. This looks promising. And here's Bale. Applies the finish! And the keeper read that really well.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. Great defending, strong and determined. He is through here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Bale. Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Howson. Howson is always looking to break lines. Olise. Bale. Looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Van Dijk. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Milan are almost home and dry now. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Messi. Looking for options for movement.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 15. Deixando o campo
No
para
unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Camisa 16. Substituição.
Saliba. Roberto Carlos. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Van Dijk. And it's De Jong. Now it's Lewandowski. Kaka. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Quality ball. Here's a sharp little ball here. Real chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Bale. And here's Kaka. Opts to play it back. He's played it back. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Germany. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter. He loves to take up that right half space, we know that. But while he may not necessarily have the final pass or the assist for a goal, he'll have been involved in the move somewhere along the line. He's that kind of player. He's always there or thereabouts, and he's the kind of fella you want in your team.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. So we're up and running. Now it's Luis Araujo. Luis Skelly trying to keep this in. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's intervened well there. Abraham. And it's Barella. Luis Araujo. Pedri. And he's gone searching crossfield. Nicely weighted ball. Saliba gets good distance on it. Caicedo. That has been slung wide. Mbappe bops him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Barella! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Bale. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Out to the right. Kubo. Now it's Yilmaz. Barella. Nicely spread. And he was quick to react. Now the cross. Oh, shooting chance! Olise is one whose deliveries we all know about. Roberto Carlos. Dink through. And he's having a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
23 minutes is
Number 10, Kylian Mbappe.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's Bale! A real chance and a real let-off.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Pedri. Lewis Skelly goes on a run down the left wing. Now it's Yilmaz. Now that's well seen too. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. This looks promising. In with the challenge. Haaland goes steaming forward. And here's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second. He's had a shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Pedri. And it's Pedri. Now it's Openda. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Mbappe. Barella does really well to win the ball there. And that's been won straight back. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's very neat. Now it's Kaka. And this is Bale. Decent chance! He has done it! And this is getting better and better. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Haaland. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Loose. Oh, what has happened here? Place it in low. Kubo. Oh, easy pickings there.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Milan finding their passes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for the... There's the shot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So your views on the first half?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter.
Please join
The
me
boss
in
will be
wishing all
demanding
the
the
best
same
for
level
members
of
our
intensity
fan
from
club
his team.
celebrating their
So I'd
wedding
expect to see
anniversary
the same
today.
positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
So off we go once more. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Haaland takes a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Boy did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Kubo. Olise. Bale, looking understandably energised after his goal. Looks a good ball through. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Kubo. Now it's Luis Araujo. That is lovely. Played back in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Crossed in again. Now it's Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Abraham. Perez. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a really well measured ball. Perez. And it's Pedri. Now it's Openda. Engages and forces him off the ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now the ball, he rises! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Substitution for Germany. Number 21.
Germany can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Defending was strong and firm. Kaka can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Bale. Kaka. Bale. Look, and he shoots! Yes! And the the lead is extended still further. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
A case now of complete control. Kaka. And Caicedo. And it's Kaka. And he's forced to go back. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Germany making another change here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Kubo. Coming on the field is
Pedri.
number 4, Watkins.
Boy. And it's Pedri. Perez. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That's a sharp pass. Kaka. Can he get it through? It is a corner. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Abraham. Zirkzee, spread it left, and he's picked it up out wide. Shot could be on, and the shot!
Substitution for Germany, number 10.
So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. Chance for a shot! And somehow he kept it out.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Substitutions taking place.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Great defending, strong and determined. Milan are looking to go forward now. Well, that looks a decent ball. Mbappe gets into a good position. And it's Kaka. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And there's a search. He's had a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Substitution in progress.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Salamakers! It's Ramos, he's been caught napping. He gets big. And he can clear it away. Time added on, 4 minutes. That has ended up in no man's land. Milan making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Roberto Carlos. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. So that's it. It is all over. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Bale picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it,
And we
and they
continue
did.
now with a quick request for support.
That's it
from
for
our
tonight's
charity
match, so it
fund,
just remains for me to thank Jim
Efootball.
Begden alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
La formazione del Milan.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
It certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
For me, it has to be...
Great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he's there to clear it. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. And it's De Bruyne. Can he get it through? The less said about that pass, the better. And that's a throw-in. He slings it in. Goes for a shot! Cleared without hesitation. Now it's Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Haaland gets into a good position. Kaká. He is through here. Marquinhos can get it clear. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Shapes to shoot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Casemiro is there, and he can get that clear. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. And it's De Bruyne. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Mbappe. Spread it left. Oh, that's a key interception. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Olise has a shot! Fantastic from Olise! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And Milan have the lead! The purest possible contact, what a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Casemiro, he won't be happy with that one. And it's Zanetti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Big chance! Bale is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. It's played through for him. Nice control. Up he goes! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Haaland certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. No luck with that dink over the top. Elise is always looking to play quality balls. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Delivers with whip. Keeper's dealt with that. That's a decent clearance. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Bale. Roberto Carlos. Cash. De Bruyne. Kaka can see things others simply cannot. Mbappe is onto this. Now it's Olise! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And now he has 2. So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Olise. Tries a deft little ball, and he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Haaland. Olise. Olise showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Spread out to the left.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Chance! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
Saliba.
recupero.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Olise. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Here we go again. Casemiro played out to the right. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now this could be a chance. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Casemiro. Looking for options for movement. Plays in a cross. Climbs up big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Can he get on the end of this? Di Maria looking to get on the end of this. Milan in a very solid position, 2 to the good. And it's Bale. Looking for the run. Haaland. Mbappe.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Roberto Carlos. It's Roberto Carlos! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Now, can they get him away? He's onside! Looking to go deep. Howson tries to clear. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. It's a throw-in. Corinthians choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Caicedo. Bale. Now it's Haaland. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Okazaki, and he's managed to get free. Knocks it out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
No, again, there's no way through. Olise. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Kaka. And he's Mbappe! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Corinthians making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's looking wide. Olise. Bale. And it's Bale. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. Out to the left it goes. Played back into the centre. Zanetti showing good feet. Skims one in. Cleared without complication. So there's going to be another change here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
And here's Okazaki. Lovely bit of skill. Delivered in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Kaka. Roberto Carlos, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Milan can consider themselves just about safe now. Very nicely done. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
No, that's been intercepted. Saliba. Alexander-Arnold. De Bruyne. Neymar. He's in plenty of space here. Surely now! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Roberto Carlos.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Now Saliba. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Rivaldo. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rivaldo. Tries a measured ball. That's really well cleared.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that will be the final act. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Olise claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. So we're up and running. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now he's got space here. It's out for a goal kick. Kimmich. For Olise. João Pedro. That has been slung wide. Scamacca. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Tries to cross. And the keeper beats it away. Alexander-Arnold. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Bale. Bale! Just a whisker away. Many, and it's Kimmich. Ball is over the line. Now it's Barcola. He's in plenty of space here. And that should get the job done. Deep cross. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. He made a classic move and led it perfectly.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. João Pedro. Scamacca. Scamacca unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Alexander-Arnold.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Kaka. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Bale. And it's Roberto Carlos. Dyer is there, and he can get that clear. Now, what about a counter-attack? Barcola! That's tidy. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Bale. That's been slipped through. Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Gol del Milan. Marcó en el minuto
Well, one
27.
moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's run loose here. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Olise. Olise stood his ground strongly. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That has not gone well. Barcola is herring after that one. Roberto Carlos. Howson. Looking to play him in. Great ball, and he's in here. And that has been clubbed away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Kaka conjures time and space where few can. O'Reilly. And it's Bale. Now it's Haaland. Kaka. Can he finish? Olise. That's a lovely, neat pass. Kaka. Good take and... Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete! So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Dorsal 10.
Milan go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Caicedo, and it's Bale. Great vision. He has a look up. Oh, what a climb! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's hoisted clear. Bale. Alexander-Arnold. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This takes a shot! Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Kimmich. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now Mbappe. Can he get away here? That's an imaginative pass. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. O'Reilly. Chouameni spread out to the left. Olise receives it in a wide position. Mbappe. And Alexander-Arnold. Olise is always looking to play quality balls. Bale. Bale purring through the gears. Olise defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Can he latch on to this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's O'Reilly. Here comes the cross. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Howson. And it's Caicedo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Aims beyond the defence. Good ball, good take. Kaká! He's scored! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Delivers, he gets big! He will be livid with himself.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Alexander-Arnold for Olise. Bale. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Nice control. Olise did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Kaká. And here's Bale. It's Bale! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Really well cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Scamacca, spread it left. Mbappe has it in a wide position. Olise. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
El dorsal 21 será reemplazado por el dorsal
Kimmich
22.
plays it short. Big chance! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale. Oh, some tackle that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 23.
And he's being shifted off it. De Bruyne. Out to the left it goes. Can he get on the end of this? De Bruyne. Oh, good-looking ball. Chouameni does really well there, strong defending. It is a corner.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. De Bruyne. De Bruyne crosses. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Out for a throw. Can he get onto this? Mbappe. Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And it's Rivaldo. Now it's Mbappe.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
5 minutes to add. Gets good distance on it. They've played it short, and this is Rivaldo. Chance for a shot! And that's caused a worry or two. Mbappe. And he's forced to go back. Saliba. Hausen. Now Saliba. Hausen. And that will be the final act. Milan have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Milan have yearned for this. Now they must earn it. If they can earn a point over the next 90 minutes, they are going up. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
A seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
So we're up and running. Milan come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Oh, super shapes to shoot! Goal, Milan! And who else? Who else? This is what he lives for, taking centre stage yet again. Truly superb, a goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And here's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Goes for a shot! Off the post! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Mbappe. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Caicedo. Haaland. For Olise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Neymar. Alexander-Arnold.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Haaland. Kaká. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Mbappe. Caicedo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Mbappe might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
Now it's Mbappe, looking for the run. Well read, and the danger is averted. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. Not the most accurate pass. Kaká going full steam ahead down the left flank. Bale is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Tries to pass it through. Can he finish?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Kaká!
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Ronaldo finds himself offside. Saliba. Roberto Carlos. And it's Kaká. Haaland looking to add to his goal. Now it's Mbappe. It's what has happened here. Kaká, and he's following up, and again, and he hits the net. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And there is the half-time whistle. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are back on the way. Turns back here, probably the best option. Roberto Carlos. Bale. Menu did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Now it's Haaland.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Mbappe. He was under real pressure there. Knocks it out wide. Ball driven towards the far post. And he thumps it clear. Olise is always looking to play quality balls. He's being urged to shoot. There's the shot, and one more try! Oh, that one's going nowhere. And here's Bale. Now it's Haaland. Nice control. It's run loose. And again! Milan, with this two-goal lead, there's certain... Great chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. So we've reached the hour mark. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great ball, and he's in here. This looks promising. He's tried one! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Olise. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Plays a sharp little ball here. Delivery from Mbappe. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Some really good ball movement. And he's had a hit! And he comes up trumps again.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Some resolute defending there. Just about up to 75 minutes. De Bruyne. Oh no circumventing this opponent. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Kaka. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Bale. Menu with the slide tackle there. Alexander-Arnold. Here's Ronaldo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. There's no flag! Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 37.
Roberto Carlos has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Pass somewhat off target. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Mbappe. And a chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, he's been real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Could be danger here. Well, jeopardy does remain here. There have been numerous notable cases of teams throwing it away from this position.
Yes, Peter, but that's something I don't quite see here. As long as the players keep calm heads, as they have done until now, I can't see it.
It's Bale! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
And it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Olise. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, that's neat. Takes a shot! And with that, the final whistle. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite...